From Goodyear Heights to gamers everywhere.
Welcome back to Bearded and Crunchy, episode 8. Game on.
Game on.
All right, guys, welcome back. Episode 8. We want to thank you guys again for listening to us every week. We know you don't really want to hear what we got to say, but you show up anyway.
You show up.
Real quick before we start, I just want to make a shout out, guys. If you don't know, well, you don't know, but you're going to find out. We have a mysterious listener from the UK that seems to download every episode. And if you're hearing this,
thank you,
Mr. UK person, please hit us up on socials. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, our email. And if anybody wants to email us, is beardedandcrunchy26@gmail.
Yeah.
Please hit us up. Just let us know how you found us and stuff like that, because we do want to, get to know our listeners. And if any of you guys ever want to, comment or send us just, even some constructive criticism, anything, please
feel free.
Yes, because we obviously don't know what the hell we're doing.
We're just winging it.
But I'll be damned if we're not going to keep doing it. So,
and I think if you're watching on YouTube, if you find us worthy enough, like and subscribe.
Yeah, you really should hit that like and subscribe, guys. It does help us. We don't get paid for this.
Nope.
So the more views that we get and the more you guys interact is the better for us. And we know what works, what don't work, and we can give you guys quality product.
And we can give you, some responses too.
Yes, and I was thinking about this too, Bob. Mm-hmm. At some point, if we can get enough followers, we can, for future episodes, we can give them like, hey, we were thinking this, and this. Vote on which topic you want us to, like we do.
Yeah,
we want to get you guys involved. Yeah. But on that, guys, welcome back to episode 8. Like we said, game on. We're talking games. For all you people that are visually watching, you can see our beautiful setup that Bob has brought with him. Unfortunately, I am a gamer and a lifelong gamer, but we are in 2026, and most of my stuff is digital now. So, but let's go ahead. I actually think. You coming up with these questions is one of our best things that we've come up with. So hit us with our opening question.
Your opening question, sir. Your first video game you ever played was what? And what are you currently playing the most?
Chef's kiss on that.
Yeah.
This one's tough because I know my older brothers and sisters and cousins had like an Atari and stuff, because like we've said before, guys, I was born in 80, Bob was born in 83. But from memory, I did have an original Nintendo, so I'm going to go Super Mario Brothers. But fun fact, I had the original NES that came with the robot.
Oh, nice.
I wish we still had it, because that thing is worth a fortune. The problem was it didn't work correct.
Aww.
And that's what happened with ours. My dad, to this day, because we didn't have a lot of money, I don't know how he got it, how he could afford it, but he did get that for me. And we spent weeks trying to get it to load up with the game. It came with a game called Gyromite. And it was a game where, like, you would hit these things and these walls would open up here and the one would close here. But the robot would help you. It was interactive.
Okay.
But we can never get it to work right, and that was a problem with it. So they ended up. What they were doing is they released the version you have here with the Zapper and the Duck Hunt. Yeah. And if you traded that in, they gave you that one. Because there was so problematic. But that was the first game that I can remember playing. And as far as what I'm currently playing, I'm gonna give you 3 real quick.
Okay.
As you know, I've been in my Resident Evil phase. I got Resident Evil Requiem when it came out, and that got me back. So I went back and replayed Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 4 Remake, beat both of those. I'm currently on Resident Evil 2 Remake. I've already beat it a couple of times, and now I'm playing on the hardest level. But I've been mixing in College Football 26.
Oh, nice. Good choice.
For my Ohio guys, I got recruited by Bowling Green. And I've also, I play Call of Duty with Jermaine a lot.
Oh,
so
sweet.
I kind of, those are the 3 games that are kind of currently in my rotation.
Hell yeah.
So what about you, Bobo?
Mine's pretty blasé. I remember my parents bought an original NES. This is actually, believe it or not, my grandparents had this.
Oh, wow.
It's from 1988. It's still here. It still works. I brought it just to visual for
yeah.
YouTube.
It'll work for years.
Yeah, but I actually grew up playing this, so this is a piece of me too.
Yep.
Ancient. But I played this game right here, Super Mario and Duck Hunt. Have the zapper.
Yep.
That zapper still
for
works.
you audio listeners, if you go to the YouTube,
Mhm.
I typically post our videos
Yeah.
2 days after the audio. So if you want to see the visuals, go check us out on YouTube, Bearded and Crunchy.
Yeah, but so all this stuff still works, and like I said, Mario was the first one, followed closely by Mike Tyson's Punch Out,
Yes.
and one of the hardest freaking games you've ever played in your life. I don't care
Dude,
what
the
you're
original
playing now.
TMNT
Yes.
was the bane of our childhood
Yes.
existence. It was so hard. To the point where I have, to this day, not beat it without a Game Genie to get past
Yeah.
that sewer part.
Right.
I just, ugh.
And as far as what I'm playing currently, it's kind of a mix like yours. I've been playing quite a bit of Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Mhm.
which is, oh my god, it's
I actually
so
think
good.
that's the one we own.
It's so the Vikings, all the Norse stuff.
I think.
Man, dude, it's
I don't
so
know.
good.
I'll have to look. I know we have one of the Assassin's Creeds.
And then because I'm just poor and I haven't updated, I still have a PS4.
Nah, it's fine.
But I've been playing MLB The Show 24, which is so good. And then I've been playing a lot of WWE 2K.
I figured that was
Yeah.
going to get
Yeah.
sprinkled in amongst
yeah.
your games. We know how much of a wrestling fan you are.
Yeah, right,
so.
right.
All right. Well, with that, you know what? I know we said we were going to start with games, but I think we should probably start with consoles, though. I just feel like that's a
Okay.
more brand,
Yeah.
kind of broad. Again, we'll do like we always do. A lot of podcasters, and you see these lists on. They go 1-1, 2-2. I think ours works better if we just give our list.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
um,
Kind of banter back and forth like we do.
so one of my favorites, ironically, two of my top 5 consoles are Nintendo systems, of course. The GameCube, I think that gets swept under the rug, but it had Mario Kart Double Dash. It had Smash Brothers, I think Brawl. There was a lot of good games on the GameCube. Then I'm going to go PS2. That revolutionized the game. That was around the same time that the first Xbox came out, and there was a lot of
Nice.
good games on that. Then I'm going to go Xbox 360 because that's what got me.
good console.
I had one of those, and that's what got me into my Call of Duty days.
Okay.
That's
I'm
what
not
started Call
a-
of Duty for me.
It's one of those questions, like, are you a PlayStation or an Xbox person? And
I've went through phases with all
yeah,
of them.
I'm a PlayStation guy. Period.
I was a PlayStation guy, then I was an Xbox guy for a long time, and now I'm a PlayStation guy again. So,
Yeah.
but then I'm gonna go to one that gets a lot of hate. It was Sega's last system, and it got shit on, but it was actually a very, very revolutionized and had amazing games, and that's the Sega Dreamcast.
Dreamcast. Yeah, Dreamcast was alright.
I loved it. The memory cards were innovative.
Mhm.
They had little screens on them, and when you plugged it in,
I
like,
remember.
for games like Madden, that's where your plays would show up, so they didn't show up on the screen, and the people could see
Yeah.
what plays you were picking. So that was good. But my number one is Nintendo 64. The amount of classics that came out on that console is on. I mean,
Yeah.
you got GoldenEye, Mario 64, you got Star Fox, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Pokemon Stadium. I mean, there were so many good games.
Good stuff.
So my number one is the Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah.
So what about your
Good
list?
call. You know, surprisingly, I have a Sega console on here, but I went Genesis.
Yeah,
It's
that
probably
was-
my lowest.
That's
know.
the one that kind of fell off a little. Like it's the
Yeah.
honorable mention for
But
me.
it's they have a
It's
lot of good
oh,
games.
dude, Sonic 2, Aladdin.
But if you
Strider,
remember with original Mortal Kombat back in the day,
I do.
you could get it on Super Nintendo and Genesis, and you could put in the blood code on Genesis, and it could be just like
ABAC,
exactly. But you could get all the blood you wanted on Sega, and you could get fairy dust on Super Nintendo.
They did the same thing with Mortal Kombat 2, and you could also, there was a cheat code that a lot of people didn't know in the option screen. It was Dullard.
Oh,
Down, up, left, left, A, right, down.
nice.
And we all know the
It's
Konami
ingrained.
code. We
Yeah.
all know the Konami code.
Yeah.
So, all right,
So
Sega.
Sega. And then my next one, it's a little lower on my list, but I had one for a very long time. In fact, my dad still has one downstairs. But Nintendo 64.
So good.
Plenty of great games. My dad really loves to play Hexen, even to this day, which is underrated. It's like D&D.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's so good. So good. And then I'm going to skip up to this bad boy right here, to the original Nintendo Entertainment System.
This was tough for
Yeah.
me because I felt like it should have been on my list.
Right.
But I would be lying. I don't go back because with Nintendo Switch Online, they have emulators in
Right.
there for your Game Boy
Oh, yeah.
your Nintendo. And I don't go back to it as much as I probably should. So that was kind of the reason why. But there's no reason why it shouldn't be in the top 5. So
And what's really funny for me is I had a Game Boy for a long, like an OG Game Boy, like black and yellow or black and green screen.
yeah,
And it's not on
Fat
my list.
Boy.
Yeah, it's not on my list. But
Yeah.
I played the shit out of
Yeah.
that Game Boy. And actually, another one that's not on my list is the PS3, and I have one of those, and I play games regularly on
Yeah.
that. But it's just for whatever reason, it would be an honorable mention. My number 2 is going to be PlayStation 2. And mainly because a lot of the great games that were on that console and, just kind of the continued growth of video games at that time. And I think what sold me for PS2 was I loved Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and I'm probably going to talk about it a little bit later on, but that's one of my favorite games.
It's still the best GTA in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't argue that.
I agree.
My buddies think San Andreas, but
It's good.
San Andreas is a close second, but
Yeah.
I still think Vice City's better.
And my number 1, because I have one and I play it all the time, is PlayStation 4. And I have a ton of great games. I don't even have Ragnarok on my list, but God of War Ragnarok is a phenomenal game. And then the
God of
DLC,
War doesn't make bad games.
No.
And I really wish they'd quit shitting on the new one. I think it's going to be really good that they're going with his wife. I think that'll be fun.
that'd be cool.
Have you seen it? Like, dude, the hatred.
No, I
for it.
haven't.
Yeah, it's called God of War, whatever her name is. I
Yeah.
forget what her name was. And people are like, "Oh, I don't want a woman." I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
come on.
get over yourself.
Well, they
Like,
added the boy, in God of War 2018, and,
that's
everybody
fine.
shit on it, and then they're like, "Oh my God, this game is awesome!"
right. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
if you want the same game you've been playing, go play that game.
Yeah, go buy it and play it,
Like,
or
it's
get an
that
emulator.
simple. Yeah. Sometimes I don't. If you have a legit gripe, that's fine. But sometimes I just go, no.
Again, it's what we go back to when we talked about music. It's gatekeeping.
Yeah.
It's gatekeeping. And I'm not the strongest gamer because I just don't have the time to invest like I would love to. So I'm more of a casual guy. But I hear the people that I know in my life that are hardcore gamers, they'll play games for 10, 12 hours a day on the weekends, and it's like, bah, 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 and it's like,
Yes, I agree, and I've also turned into a more casual gamer
Yeah.
these days. But I try to make sure at least 3 or 4 days a week I get like an hour.
it's a
in.
nice outlet.
It helps me just forget everything and
Right.
just get engulfed in the games.
For
So.
sure.
All right, and with that, we're going to go to what everybody probably wants to hear, and that's our favorite games.
Yes.
Guys, this was torture.
I know, man.
A top 5 in all of our favorite things is really hard to fucking narrow down. I
It
got
is.
like 100 here, so.
I know. I wrote down, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8.
Yeah.
And it's from all platforms, consoles.
Yeah. All right, I will go through mine. I'll give a couple of my, here's a couple of my honorable mentions. Vice City's on mine.
Yeah.
There is a game that me and Jermaine played. It was called Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Guys, if you get a chance to find it,
Mouthful.
it's so good
Yeah.
though. You play this demon that's got to like steal souls and like, dude,
Ooh.
it's awesome. I put Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4. That's what
Okay.
really I ended up joining. Back then they called them clans,
Yeah.
ironically. But I actually was on
Clans.
like a clan and like we competed and stuff like that. So, and then the Dreamcast, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the largest
Mhm.
fighting cast in any fighting game history. There were 64 playable characters in it, and it was a fighting game. And then Def Jam Fight for New York.
Oh man, what an underrated game that
Bro,
was.
all of them were, but Fight for New York was the best. And I always said, like, God damn, why don't they come out, make a new
Def
one?
Jam games.
But I found out why. None of those rappers really got paid for that.
Yeah, but
And if they were to do it now, the cost would be insurmountable to get them on it.
and if I remember correctly, that started its life as I believe it was originally supposed to be a WCW wrestling video game. And at the time, WCW had totally dissolved and got bought up. So they had to switch gears because there was no more wrestling company.
I actually did not know that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'd have to
crazy.
look
That
it
makes
up.
sense.
I don't want to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
But those games were so good.
Very good.
But now we're gonna get into my big hitters. I'll start, I guess, not necessarily for lack of a better term, but at the bottom. But Mortal Kombat 2. My dad rented back in the day. We had video time,
Yeah.
and he rented Mortal Kombat 1 for me, and I got hooked. But then the Christmas of, I believe it was 94. I got Mortal Kombat 2 for, as you said, the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
And to this day, it's still probably my favorite Mortal Kombat game. It was just
Mine too.
so good. Next, I'm going to go into Mario 64. One of the greatest games, Mario games ever. I know we go Mario 3. Some people say not Mario. Yeah, Mario Sunshine, not Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
All great games. Even Mario Odyssey, the most recent one, or well, there's been Mario Wonder, but anyways, I love Mario 64.
Me too.
I love watching the people speed run it.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy,
fucking
right?
insane. But now my top three. My number 3 is Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, that's a
That's a
one.
more newer one, but I know a couple of diehard Legend of Zelda fans that did not like it because it was open world, and I said that's kind of ignorant because even the original one was kind of open world,
right?
But again, you're allowed to have your opinion. I won't gatekeep, but I disagree. I thought it was phenomenal. It was it kept you. There was so much to do. Side missions. It was just Breath of the Wild was great.
Yeah.
And going into my number 2 is also a Zelda game, and it's the remake that was just revealed, and that's Ocarina of Time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's probably the heaviest.
They're doing
hitter.
a remake. I'm fucking stoked for that. It's just a cinematic video game, like just masterpiece. I've beat it so many times. I love it. There's I don't have a complaint about the game. But I'm getting a face here, guys.
Admittedly, bro, unfortunately, I am never have been the biggest fan of Zelda. And there's nothing wrong with them. It's just personally for me, I've just never been a big fan of them.
You don't strike me as an RPG kind of guy anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm right, but you don't seem like you play typical RPG type game.
Yeah, it's just yes and no, but Zelda for me was just never a big because I didn't have. It took a long time for me to get an N64.
Yeah.
And we never had it on NES. My
Yeah.
dad was not a fan of playing video games back then.
Yeah.
Like my mom played Tetris. That's the only thing she ever played. And I don't have it here, but I have it at home. But there's a bowling game, Championship Bowling from back in the day. We would all play at my grandparents' house, and games like that were kind of where my mom
Right.
she was in her little bubble. She was happy with that. But yeah, Zelda was never in my house.
I will give my number 1, and I've thought it over and thought it over. I've said it before, and sometimes, but I go back to it, and that's Resident Evil 4.
Good game.
I'm not joking. I've beat that game on every console it's been reported
Nice.
for, and I guarantee you I've beat it. I'd say at least 50 times
I was
in
going
my
to say
life.
50 times.
I love it. I never get bored with it. The remake is is just as good. I've played
Nice.
the shit out of it. Yeah, that's
Hell yeah, dude.
Ironically, you know, a lot of people when they make their video game lists and stuff, they go very old school.
Yeah.
With some of them. But I guess really outside of Mario 64, I didn't really go back that far. Yeah. So with that, what's your list looking like there, Bobo?
It's not surprisingly too very different, and I've been making changes as we're like talking about it because it's kind of one of those situations that I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I guess I'm gonna go more honorable mention to start, but Mortal Kombat 2, even though it should be higher for me because I love Mortal Kombat and
Yes.
we've grown up with it since it started.
I don't know if you can see it.
Oh
but
yeah,
I definitely have the dragon tattooed on my
Yeah.
arm. So
but that's I love that game. That's probably outside of 11 is probably my favorite all-time Mortal Kombat game is 2 because that started to branch out into more characters, more different sweet ways to kill somebody.
The motion capture was getting
better.
better.
Yeah. That's kind of my honorable mention. I'm going to start on the bottom with Vice City from PS2 because I love that game. I actually have a port of that on my PS4. Play the shit out of it. Use all the cheat codes because I'm a bastard. Don't care.
I bought the definitive collection that they came out with 3 Vice City and San Andreas.
Yeah,
I
that's a
have
good
that-
one.
Yeah, I have that on my
Yeah.
PS4.
We were kind of chit-chatting a little bit before, I like San Andreas. It's good.
Oh, it's a great game.
It's kind of innovative too when you really think about all the stuff you were doing.
well, you had to work out, you had to
Sleep.
eat, you had to sleep. Like they definitely they definitely
Made it
went leaps and
lifelike.
bounds.
But it's
But I don't know. I never played any of them as much as I just put
Vice
time
City.
into Vice City, man.
Yeah. Me too. And the next one on my list is a little bit newer. Is Jedi Survivor, and I have Fallen Order right here, and Fallen Order should be on the list because it's the first one. But Survivor is that much better, and I don't know if you've played it or not yet.
We own it, but I haven't.
Yeah,
I've only
bro.
played Fallen Order. I haven't got into Survivor yet.
You're doing a disservice to yourself by not
I'll have to
playing
get into it.
Survivor. But again, Fallen Order should be higher. It should be honorable mention because it's really, really good. Especially when you get to fight Vader.
It almost made my list, but there was just
Yeah.
some other ones that I would go to before I would go to
Yeah.
that, so that's kind of why it got
But-
left off.
But Survivor's killer.
Yeah.
I mean, the story continues. It's got the same voice actors. It's really just fantastically done. And then my next one on the list, even though as much of a bastard as it is, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles original on NES. And then I'm going to jump to Super Mario Brothers on NES. And then my number 2 is going to be Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which this is a trilogy. Black Flag is on there. I've played the shit out of that game. I've logged hundreds of hours on Black Flag. It's amazing. It's probably, for me, it's the best Assassin's Creed game, even though I'm enjoying Valhalla very, very much.
Yeah.
And then my number 1 favorite game is God of War 2018. Because you know me, I love God of War, the whole series. And the original 3, 4 were the hack and slash. There was a lot of puzzles, and they were awesome for the time because it started on PS2. And then it was gone for a while. And then when this came out in 18, it was like, what are we getting? And then to see the trailers, and then to finally have it and play it, it was like, holy shit, this is a completely different game, but not,
Right.
if that makes sense. And I love it. And I have Ragnarok over there. And Ragnarok is just as good. They're both very, very good. Love them, but yeah, God of War 2018.
Those are good
Amazing
choices.
game.
Those are really, 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 really good choices.
Yeah. It kind of runs the gamut for me though, from old to new to growing up what I liked. So, but I'm happy with that. And like I said, God of War is.
That's a widely renowned, masterpiece game.
Yeah, and you know why 2018 was so good is because Cory Barlog, who did I think 1 and 2 or 1, he came back and did he wrote this and did this.
Yeah.
And then bringing in, oh God, what's his name? The guy that did Kratos and Christopher Judge.
Okay.
He came in, did the voice of Kratos, did the mocap. Was like, and
that seemed to have made all the difference.
And nothing against the guy that originally played Kratos, voice actor wise, but Michael Judge is legit. You know, like 6'4". He's a big dude. You remember him from what? Stargate.
Look,
yeah.
Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, and Mark Hamill redefined Joker.
Right.
That's Heath Ledger's role.
Yeah.
So, you know, just because you weren't the first doesn't mean you aren't the best.
Right.
Oh, all right. So I guess with that, we'll go into favorite video game characters. This was a good one that you came up with.
I know, right? It's kind of
like
weird.
That. It took me a while to actually come up with 5.
Me too, man.
But I did come up with some obscure ones.
Yeah.
But I will start with my bottom 3 just because they're all from the same series.
Okay. Interesting.
Resident Evil.
Okay.
Leon. He was in 2, 4, 6, and 9. He's in the new one.
Okay.
And I don't know. I love the aesthetics of him. What really sold it for me was in Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Even his personality is different than Resident Evil 2. Like, he's aged with the series. Like, he's not even... Like, dealing with zombies is almost like another day at the office for him.
Yeah.
He's almost, kind of closed off a little bit. But then it's going to go into... this is for, the newer players, but in Resident Evil 8 Village, there's a character that you can upgrade guns and stuff, and his name is Duke. He's a gigantic fat guy, and I mean like the ones you would see on like My 600-Pound Life.
Oh,
and
interesting. As I'm sorry, I'm trying to adjust my
no,
mic.
it's
over
okay.
Here. I apologize if
It's
it's
fine.
popping or anything.
But he says a line in it that I'm gonna wait because it plays into my third character.
Okay.
My third favorite character is the merchant from Resident Evil 4. So the merchant in Resident Evil 4, you're in a South American country, and there's the Los Plagas is what it's called, and
Okay.
you have the people are taking over it, but you got this merchant that's kind of not really like, he's just kind of there, and he's got like a British accent. And,
Oh, nice.
and he's amazing, and he says things like, what you buying? Like,
What are you buying?
he's iconic, and
Yeah.
when they did the remake, I don't know if they couldn't find the guy or maybe he passed away.
Oh,
They didn't get the original voice, but he did a good job. It wasn't the same, but he
Okay.
did a good job. But what I'm getting to with
so not a complete hack.
no,
Okay, good.
but in 8, what Duke says is he has a line when you go up to him where he says, "What are you buying?" Ha ha ha. Sorry, that's just a line from a friend of mine. So it's a throwback
Oh, nice.
to the old one, and I really like that.
Hell yeah.
My second favorite character is Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
One of my favorites.
There's been a lifelong rivalry with me and Jermaine when it comes to that game. He is Scorpion. I am Sub-Zero. And last but not least, Link.
Okay.
I really think if we were to talk franchises, Zelda and Resident Evil would probably be
Yeah, for
1A,
you.
1B for me.
Yeah.
So Link is there's been different iterations. Adult Link, Teen Link,
Mhm.
Young Link, and he never talks. He's just the
Yeah.
quiet assassin. And,
Yeah.
and I'm a Zelda fan. So what about your I think yours are going to be interesting because the one thing I will say is
Yeah.
our video game tastes, although they're very same, our games and
different.
things like that differ
Yeah.
in very in many ways.
Sure. But that's what makes it awesome
Oh,
to talk
it makes it
about.
great.
It's fun conversation. I'm actually going to start off with my honorable mention. That's going to be Agent 47 from Hitman.
Oh, that's a good one.
So I loved Blood Money, Hitman Blood Money on PS2. Phenomenal game.
Yeah, those were
A lot of
good
people
games.
don't remember that game, but
Oh, I do.
goddamn, what a good game.
I played the first few and then
Yeah,
I just didn't keep up with it.
yeah. But I'm gonna go on my actual list now. But Cal Kestis from
The Jedi
Fallen
series.
Order,
Yeah.
Survivor. I thought well done, well voiced, good character, nice
Mm.
progression over from the first to the second game. I hope they make another one at some point.
I thought I had heard that it was supposed to be a trilogy, so we'll see.
I hope so. Then I'm gonna go classic and go Sonic the Hedgehog.
Can't go wrong with classic characters.
Yeah, and that's kind of for my Bubba too. He
Yeah.
loves Sonic. I can't tell you how many years in a row he's been Sonic for Halloween.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 now.
And the movies are really, really
They
good.
are well done.
We've
Surprisingly,
taken Ty to see 'em, I think
Yeah.
all of them in the theater. Yeah, they're good.
we've seen all of them. I love Jim Carrey as
Dr. Eggman or Dr.
Eggman,
Robotnik.
yeah.
Dr.
I would
Robotnik.
say Dr. Robotnik because I'm old, but
Yeah, but they call him Eggman.
yeah, I don't like the Eggman shit.
Mm-mm.
It's stupid. And this is going to be a weird one, but I reference Black Flag.
Okay.
But the main character is named Edward Kenway in Black Flag.
See, I've never played it, so this is fun for me.
It's pirates, man.
Yeah. No,
It's
I mean
all
I'm
pirates.
aware of it. I just
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
But they make some references, I think, to. It's been a while since I played it, but I believe it's Blackbeard, and there's a couple other famous pirates that they mention, and there's different parts of the map where you can fight like historical like ships from back in the day, like English, Spanish, stuff like that. But just a good game. I mean, it's just, you should sometime.
Oh no, for
Sometime.
sure.
I know you're not a huge Assassin's Creed fan, but
I never dove into them enough to really get into them. So
I would
didn't-
tell you to start with Black Flag.
Okay.
Honest to God.
All right.
You could skip like the other couple on this one, but Black Flag is where you should start because that's where it's at.
All right.
And then I'm going to go easy and go Mario because Mario's been around forever.
You can't really. Yeah. I mean,
Right.
and yeah. I mean, he's a worldwide known. You
Yeah.
know. I mean.
And as I've alluded to, because I have God of War 2018 as my number 1 favorite game of all time, Kratos is my favorite character of all time.
He was also a was it Soul Calibur or was it
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
I thought.
Kombat? Or I don't think it was Mortal Kombat. I think it was the Injustice.
One of them.
Hmm.
But yeah, they did some cameo stuff with him.
Yeah, I gotta look that up. He was a secret character in one of the
Yeah.
fighting games, I do believe.
And for me, you know, one of the reasons I like the character so much is if you really go back and look at the first couple games, you know, it was almost like he was just a bloodthirsty murderer out for revenge on, you know, obviously becoming the god of war in the first one, destroying Ares.
So I was right on both accounts.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 9, which was just called Mortal Kombat, that came out in 2011.
Okay.
He's a playable character on that, but his first was Soul Calibur Broken Destiny.
Oh,
he
nice.
made his first fighting game appearance, and it was console exclusive.
Okay.
So PlayStation got him,
Mm-hmm.
and Nintendo got Link, and I forget what the other one was. But yeah, so
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So he's a prominent and
Yeah.
staying powered video game character.
Again, I like the arc. Like I said from the beginning, when you find out that he was tricked into killing his family,
Right.
and then to the new ones where he's come out of, you know, Greek mythology into Norse mythology and finds a new wife and has a new child, and finding out that she's passed away, but kind of he's grown from, just like I said, a bloodthirsty, revenge-seeking, you know, monster to, hey, let's take a step back and maybe think about this.
Right.
And then he's teaching his son, and you know, like I said, overall, if you look at the whole story and character arc of Kratos, it's probably one of the best ever written in video games, in my opinion. Which doesn't mean shit, but, you know.
All right. So, we did that. Let's all right, let's go into what games we've put the most hours into.
Okay.
Most played. I'll start. So honestly, I would say probably the game that has the most hours, because it's an online game for me, would be Call of Duty.
Okay.
The amount of time, I mean, shit. With Black Ops 6,
Yeah.
I believe I was at 200 or 300
Jesus.
hours played on that. Me and Jermaine were playing the shit out of that between that and Warzone.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to go probably the next most played for me are the Pokemon series games, going all the way back to Red and Blue. Still play them. I still play Pokemon
Mobile,
Go.
too.
I am a Pokemon guy.
Yeah.
And I've played Red, Blue, and Yellow, and then I got a little old and didn't play for a while.
Yeah.
But then when me and Rihanna got together, Sunny, my stepdaughter,
Nice.
she's a huge Pokemon fan too, so she got me back into it, and then I started going back and playing them. But,
Okay.
right around the time I was getting back into it was when Generation 7 came out, and that was Sun and Moon.
All right.
But I'm a Pokemon guy. I've got a lot of hours into those games.
Okay.
Next, I would probably go Ocarina of Time. Beat it so many times. Go back and play it. I've fucking hell put so many hours into that. I love it. It's just, like I said before when we were talking about it, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And then Breath of the Wild. I specifically remember I was at about 400 hours into that game. And that's not like, that's in-game. That's
Yeah.
not pause. That's not,
Right.
that was in-game. Like, I put a lot of time into that. And my number one is Resident Evil 4. We've talked
Nice.
about that. I've beat it well over 50 times. I get it on every console it's
Yeah.
reported on. I got the remake as soon as it came out.
Hell yeah.
And those are the games. I mean, there's other games I put a lot, Madden.
Yeah.
But that's basically the same game every
Yeah,
year.
just a roster update every year.
So, the old NBA Live going
Nice.
into the NBA 2Ks and and all the GTA games, I put a ton of hours
Yeah.
into those. But those were the 5 that I really, 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 sunk my teeth into.
Mm-hmm.
So what about you? What are the games? I know yours is going to be a more eclectic taste than mine.
Yeah, but I'm kind of going. I don't have a specific order or anything like that. It's just
I just kind of went with the ones I thought I
Yeah.
put the most
Yeah.
time into. So.
I'm gonna have to go all the way back and original Super Mario Brothers from Nintendo, because no matter what you've played it on or how many times I've been playing it since I was like 5 years old.
It's muscle memory. At this
Exactly.
point.
So however many hundreds of hours probably that I've dumped into that game, and however many thousands of times I've speedrun and beat it, but it's one of those games. And then, Mario Kart 64 for me, we would hang out when it would be raining in the summertime. Me and my friends would come over, we'd just hang out here and just play. We had a video game room downstairs here. And we would spend just hours and hours and hours playing Mario Kart 64. And it's just one of those games that I would love to have today with the steering wheel I had, just to have fun and play.
And that's funny because the Mario Kart games really haven't ever released a bad one, in
No.
my opinion.
No, for whatever reasons, Mario Kart 64 was my favorite. though.
No, that makes sense. I would actually probably go out of the Mario Kart games. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. That's a good one. Go ahead.
And I talked about it a little bit ago, but Grand Theft Auto Vice City, man.
Yeah.
And I had a PlayStation 2 forever and would just log in hours and hours and hours on that. And then when they put the port over for PS4 and for like $8, I was like, yes, please.
Yeah.
Yoink. But I've logged a ton of hours on that. I wish I had more time. That's the problem now.
Well, it really cuts into how much time we put into this podcast now, too, unfortunately.
Well, that's okay though. This is fun.
Well, no. I'm not saying it is a bad thing. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, it's hard to find time when you're a father,
Right.
you work, your
Yeah.
husband.
And that's the problem too. You know, that there's a lot of times I don't get home till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, just getting off, and then you got to switch from, you know, full-time employee to full-time dad, and that doesn't pay shit, by the
No.
way. But again, I wish I had more time because I that's one of those games, and I kind of have a tie here too. It's Fallen Order and Survivor. I put a lot of time into those games. They're just a lot of fun. You do lose yourself. It really feels like you're playing a Star Wars movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know,
Dude, like
and-
I said, I played Fallen Order, and just,
Right.
like, you don't even realize how much time's passed
No,
as you're playing it.
'cause
And
it's
that's the
so
sign of a good
good.
game.
But see, that's one of those games too that we could have, you know, kind of looking back in hindsight. Our first episode, we did the Star Wars special. If you haven't listened, shame on you.
Go back.
Yep.
No video, audio only.
Only
but
audio.
go back.
Yeah, only
Trust
audio.
me, it's a good episode.
But we could have talked for half an hour just about, you know, the video games.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, dude, Knights of the Old Republic, Battlefront,
Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron, the pod racing one for 64.
Yep.
That was actually a fun
Good
game.
one.
There's so many games.
And then the top two, I guess, for me would be God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. I logged tons of hours I've been through and, you know, beaten them both a ton of times. But, you know, it's another one of those games where you get lost in the story and you don't realize that, holy shit, I've been playing this for like 8 hours. What? You know, and then your wife looks at you like, are you going to do anything today? And it's like, apparently not. Right,
That's when you respond, I did.
I did. I beat a bunch of bad guys.
Right.
Spilled some fake blood.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, okay. So, man, we're moving right along with
I
this
know,
episode.
It's floating just like the last one.
Yeah, man, we're getting down to a science. Let's go into. I mentioned this. I don't know if you wrote it down, but we'll bring it up just to kind of, you know, throw it in there. But games we want a new one or like a sequel to, or maybe even a remake of. You know, because that's the thing now. Like Resident
yeah,
Evil's
yeah.
remaking all of theirs. Like they've already remade 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
They're coming out with Code Veronica X this year.
I have a couple of what we would like new games we want.
Okay, that works.
So
I'll let you lead that one.
yeah, I just had a couple, and we kind of talked about God of War. It showed up a lot on my list, unfortunately.
No, that's
I
okay.
apologize. But I love the idea that was pitched a couple of years ago after Ragnarok came out, and the potential was that Kratos was going to go to Egypt and deal with Egyptian gods, and I would love to see that made at some point. I don't care what they do now. Whatever they're going to do is going to be awesome. If they're doing a video game of his wife, they
Yeah,
need to
they're
do one
doing
of,
it of his wife.
you know, they need to do one of Atreus, his son. I don't care if they do it as him traveling the lands or if they just do it as a Loki thing. I don't care. I would want it.
It's called God of War Laufey.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you know, she was a giant,
Yeah,
so that could be interesting.
I think it's gonna be good, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
People are, as you like this, as you say and are correct, gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping, yeah.
Leave
But
that
I'm-
shit to go.
I'm fine with it as long as there's an appearance by at least the boy
Yeah,
and Kratos.
and I'm sure there will be.
Yeah. And my other one, very quickly, as I didn't have much because I'm kind of like, eh. But I would love to see, somehow, some way, I would love to see a sequel to Black Flag. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I would be fine with it. I don't know how they do it, but it would be awesome.
I got a couple too. I would like to see them remake Vice City on today's engine.
Oh, God.
I
yeah.
know GTA 6 is supposed to be
Yeah.
kind of like that, but instead of a new game, just a remake like they've done with Resident Evil 4,
Yeah.
like they're doing with Ocarina of Time.
That'd be sick.
Mario Odyssey 2. Mario Odyssey is the one that launched with the Switch,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think enough people played it. It's, I think, the second best Mario game ever created.
Really? I've
It
never
is
played it.
so much fun. Dude, you throw on different hats, and they give you different abilities.
Oh, no shit.
And, like, dude, it is so much fun. I would like to see them make an Odyssey 2.
yeah.
back to what I said earlier, the Def Jam games, the Fight for New York, Def Jam Icon.
Mm-hmm.
I would really like for them to do that again. Again, there's no way they can make it because it would
Right.
be so expensive.
Right.
But, you know, I just wish they could do that. And last but not least, even though we're getting a remake, I want to see an Ocarina of Time too. Fucking let's go back
That'd
and
be
do
cool.
that again, man. Like that game again, the original Legend of Zelda, which was the only gold case ever created for the
Right.
original Nintendo, was great. Two, a link was it A Link to the Past? They were all good games,
Maybe.
but man, Ocarina of Time, man, just
Yeah.
I would love to see them make a sequel to that. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any more. I can't. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I wrote those down. But
I think it'd be cool if they did another GoldenEye, a sequel to GoldenEye. That's just throwing it out there.
I think they did.
But make it like the original GoldenEye.
Yeah,
because that game was. That's another game. I didn't put it on my list, but I logged a lot of hours on GoldenEye.
We all did.
Right.
It was one of the first split screen
Yes.
multiplayers, and Jesus Christ.
Playing video games with your friends, and it was a badass game. Even on a solo, mission mode, it was a badass game.
It was.
But it was more fun when it was multiplayer and you were killing the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it had a remake in 2010 for the Wii,
Okay.
but that's it.
Man, there's like somebody with a loud vehicle up and down the road like a jackass.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's
yeah.
hot. My dad doesn't have air conditioning. I'm sorry.
Says here was also re-released in 2023 for the Xbox. And
Really?
Switch Online, adding features like online play and achievements while preserving the classic experience.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's interesting. You know what? Just so they can get into what we do, where are we at on time, Bob?
Where are we at on time? About 47 minutes.
Huh. What should we what let's just fucking go off the top of the dome. Let's just
yeah.
trying to think.
I had one more that I added. I don't know if you
Go.
added it or not, but
That's
favorite.
fine.
Did we do favorite franchise?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, favorite franchise.
All right, yep, let's do it. Now
We're
we
good?
can
Yeah.
stroll off into the sunset. I'll let you go first with this one.
I did like a top 3 for me.
That works.
Mortal Kombat's gonna lead me off because I love Mortal Kombat, everything, and played every single one. Loved the first original 3. I had number 4 on Nintendo 64, which was the first time they integrated the 3D aspect of it all.
Yeah, it was a shitty game.
It was, but it was still kind of cool at the time.
It
'cause
was.
It was like,
No, it was
"Ooh."
cool at the game, but if you go back and
It was-
play it,
it
it's
was dog
unplayable.
shit.
It's unplayable.
And the audio recording stuff was just
It was trash.
fucking god awful. And then my next one is going to be Assassin's Creed because I've talked about it at length in this episode. I love Assassin's Creed.
I bet we can all assume what your number one is too.
It's showed up a lot. but-
I've played the God of War.
Mhm.
I need to get into Assassin's Creed. 'Cause
Yeah.
I see a lot of people, say that they've made some really good games.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know a game we didn't really bring up that's actually good and I didn't think of? Red Dead Redemption.
Dude, Red Dead is a Rockstar game too.
Yeah, I completely forgot
Yeah.
about that.
1 and 2. I didn't play. I played a little bit of 1, and I've seen 2.
We have 2, and I've played it a little bit, but that's another game you really have to
Yeah.
devote time to.
Yeah.
So.
I would like to get into that. But yeah, my number 1's God of War.
Of course,
I love
it is,
all of it.
man. Yeah, as
You
well
know,
you should.
I've
And that's
played
all-
it across multiple consoles,
Yep.
handhelds. I've played everything. I even saw the mobile piece of shit they did back in
Yep,
the day for a cash grab.
They did the same thing with Mortal Kombat.
Yep. So, but yeah, that's it for me. That's
I'm-
my number 1 franchise.
Dude, mine are obvious too.
Yeah.
My third, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I mean, I have it tattooed. I'm getting a new tattoo of Scorpion Sub-Zero.
Nice.
So, number 2 is Legend of Zelda. All of the mainline games, they came out with a kind of a different style of game called Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
And it's more of like I don't even know what to compare it to. Like a Elden Ring, I guess, kind of. I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to. But I love every game in the series. And lastly, it's Resident Evil.
Dude,
This is really a more recent revelation for me, though, because Mortal Kombat's always been up there. Madden's been up there. We just got to deal with it, bro.
I
That's what we
know.
do.
It's fucking annoying as shit.
But I really started thinking about it, and over this recent, I realized how much, like, there's only one game in the series I don't like, and that's Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was dog shit.
Yeah.
But the rest of them are good. And, you know, I find myself going back to them multiple times.
Yeah.
Like you said with God of War.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 has been on every console that they ported it to that I've owned.
Right.
I will always play that game. It is so fun. And, you know, yeah.
But it's one of those rare video games for me with Resident Evil that the movies, because we just covered movies
Yep.
and TV on the last episode, but to piggyback on that, the movies did so much justice to the video games to me. They were good, but they did their own thing with them too.
The one that's being made that's coming out in September
Mm-hmm.
is going to be more close to the game.
Sure.
And it's not going to have any of the original characters.
That's
in it.
cool.
Right. What the director of this one that's coming out said is the thing that got me is that although they are good movies,
Yeah.
they didn't feel like a video game.
Right.
This one, the guy said, you know, if you've played Resident Evil, you know, you got to search everywhere. You got to search, you know, desk drawers.
Right.
You have to open up. The main character in this, you're going to be following him and only him for most of the movie.
Oh, it's
He's
going to be like first
find-
person?
He's
or
going to
like-
be finding weapons
Oh, cool.
on the ground, run out of ammo, have to find. So it's going to be more closely related to the game, just
Yeah.
not with the characters.
But I think a lot of people forget that the first couple Resident Evils were designed that way. It was more of a puzzle.
They were,
thing.
but the problem with the original was they created a character that wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
Alice was not in the game.
Right.
And that was where I kind of had my issues with it. It was more closely related to the game than most of them. But, you know, you're not... It's the same with the new Mortal Kombat movie that came out in 2021.
Yeah.
The biggest bitch people had was them creating a character for it in
Right.
Cole. I didn't think he did that bad.
No, it was.
But
fine.
again, he was unnecessary. Though.
Yeah.
And the lore that they got into him being a descendant of Scorpion just was like, you could have just had Scorpion in it. Dude.
Yeah. Which
and they did.
Yeah, which they did.
So I, you know, that was a little odd, but
yeah, but
yeah.
it was fine.
But they
It was
were, I mean, they were good. It was good. You know, I had my gripes about it. Apparently, though, this next one is supposed to be.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Jermaine said it was really good.
Cool.
And
Yeah, he's a big
Ed
Mortal
Boon.
Kombat.
Oh yeah, we both are. That was one of the things we bonded with as teenagers.
Yeah.
Was video games and music, and specifically Mortal Kombat. But
Yeah.
I think we.
Do
Yeah.
you want to maybe give some insight of what's coming up in the next few
Yeah, let's
weeks?
do that. Let's do that. Let's give some teasers here.
Yeah,
huh?
since we're starting to work out the situational stuff.
Yeah, I think that's
here.
fine. And we have some extra time. Guys, we're getting good at this. There's not a lot of ums and thinking and stuff.
Right.
It's becoming more streamlined. So,
There's an fail.
yeah. So our next episode, this is near and dear to my heart. And it was Bob's suggestion because, you know, this is something that, you know, he doesn't really, I mean, I don't know how to word it. He doesn't indulge in it,
Right.
but he loves it and understands it and
Yes.
has things of his own.
Yep.
But it's for toys and collectibles, guys. Once I you know quit pissing away my 20s and early 30s and got a career and had adult money. I went back and got a lot of the toys that I did have and didn't have when I was a kid, and I'm a big collector. Bob knows I have
Yeah.
totes and totes and
Yes,
totes
sir.
of collectibles. So our next one's going to be about toys and collectibles, guys. So tune in for that. We won't go
Hell
into too
yeah.
much details.
Nope.
Bob, thanks for catering and stroking my ego.
That's right.
And then Bob, tell
Tell
them about episode 10, baby.
People, episode 10. We're still working out what we want to talk more about. But everyone, we will be revisiting. I'm so excited. So excited because we already did one episode of it. We're going to be revisiting music in episode 10.
Yes, we are. We're going to make it another special
Yes.
episode. We have had topics on our last few episodes.
Yes.
But this, we are going to make another special episode.
Oh, God.
Guys, when we said, like, we're fans of all the stuff we talk about.
Yes.
But the one thing I will say out of all of them that combined between the two of us
Mhm.
is music.
Music.
And, I mean, we could honestly make this an ongoing series because, you know, we like a lot of different types of music, a lot of
Mhm.
artists, bands, and stuff. And we could talk about this.
For days.
And we that is our goal, and we're going to try to make it, you know, we're not going to try to rehash the same stuff. We're
Nope.
going to try to make it more interesting
Yep.
and talk about other things, but still keep the same vein because, again, guys, we're music lovers. I mean, at our heart, that's our
Yes.
biggest thing that we agree on. That's what we talk about that. And now the podcast, but before it was our first three. It was that, Star Wars, and sports. But music is number one. We,
Yeah.
you know, excuse me. This is what we, you know, this is our passion. We both were involved in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in my there is not a day that goes by that there's not music playing at some
Exactly.
point of the day.
Except for in
And-
my car right now because
But technically it's still playing. It's just not through your
it's just
car.
not through my car right now.
But yeah, and this is a shout out for my friend Maureen. This is her favorite episode, and she'll be stoked
That we're doing
so
music.
that we're returning to music.
Yeah.
She messaged me and was telling me about she's a big Prince fan, and she
Ooh,
didn't
yeah.
think that should have been a guilty pleasure neither.
No.
And she really hit me up because her favorite song is Diamonds and Pearls. Remember, I brought that up.
Yeah, you
and I
did.
said that's an less known,
Underrated.
underrated song by him.
Yes, sir.
So she'll be stoked for that. But yeah, guys, we got some things coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it going. We've got down to where we're going to record 2 episodes regardless every week because we can fit it in, and that gives us more time to really put the effort in
Yeah.
making the videos pop and really put time into these
Yeah.
episodes like we really want to for you guys. You know, we didn't know where we were going to go on with this. We were going to do it regardless. And even if we didn't have, 275 downloads right now, if we only had 40 for 7 episodes,
Yeah.
6 episodes, I'm sorry, we'd still do it.
Oh, yeah.
But this really keeps us motivated to really like keep it spiced up and new and just make sure that you guys are enjoying,
Right.
as they say, picking up what we're putting down.
Yeah. And
We love doing it. We love talking with each other.
right.
The main reason we do it is so me and him have a reason to get together with nobody else around.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have another reason, and it's to put quality shit out for you guys, man.
Right.
So look forward to our next couple of episodes, and there's going to be more to come. And we're definitely never going to stop, and we're not stopping anytime soon.
And I think one of the smaller things we talked about, the potential is going to be there, and I think we will, but there's going to be some bearded and crunchy shorts.
yes.
They're going to be a shorter episode, not pertaining to anything in particular, but kind of more just us bullshitting.
Yes. It could be us bullshitting. It could be
Yeah.
a specific movie that dropped, and maybe we'll just
Exactly.
give it a 25-minute
Deep dive.
something. It could
Yep.
be something in the news,
Right.
whatever. But yeah, we guys, we got
We got shit coming.
dude. The
wheels
gears
are
are
turning.
fucking
Yep.
turning. We're here for you. And on that note, guys, he's back.
Dad joke.
Let's hear it.
All right. What kind of dough does a gamer use?
Oh man, I knew the last one, but I don't know
Don't
this
know
one.
this one?
No, you gotta help me.
Nintendo.
And with that note, we'll see you next week.